Hello there, this is Kathy Crow, and this is the Crow Cottage. I'm late. I am so sorry. I am not here on time today. I was fooling around online getting hotel reservations, plus I was fooling around early this morning just enjoying our beautiful weather because it's actually really nice here today. Perfect weather. So, and I was also trying to get my computer virus stuff cleaned up, and I didn't really even succeed in doing that, but I got halfway done. Today, first of all, before I forget, I will forget if I don't mention it now, there's a free shipping deal tomorrow. So if you order $75 or more of Stampin' Up! Products, tomorrow you get free shipping, and that's no slouchy deal. It's a great time of the year, lots of fun stuff. We have a celebration coming up very soon in just a couple of weeks on July 1st for 2 months through the end of August. For every $50 you order, you will be getting free stuff. So save some of your bucks for then, because that adds up, and there are some really cute sets. I don't have any out. Why don't I? I bet I do. In the next catalog, we have as a host, if you are a host and you can do an online party with me, I always give out free things for people who do that. But one of the things that you can get is this caroling mice. That is so cute. You're going to really love that one. But as far as celebration items go, there is this stamp set that's very cute to play with. Maybe I'll do something with that today. We'll see. And there's also this, this is a really good one for if you're needing sentiments. It's actually got everything in there, and they're nice. They're fun. They're not just, they're not schmaltzy fun. They're fun. Okay? So that's not, there's lots and lots of things. One of the other freebies you can get is this hippo. The hippos are very cute, and there are dies to go along with those. So there you go. But tomorrow is the sale for as far as your free shipping goes. And if you're a demonstrator, you already get discounts on all of your stuff, so you don't even have to wait. And it is a really good deal to be a distributor, a demonstrator, whatever you call it. We're hobby demonstrators. I'm on here kind of hawking it right now, but you don't have to do that. You can join me, be part of our team. It's fun. I send out some free things to us every month, and we work together online on those. And it's very, very fun for me, fun for them. And it's just another way for me to say thank you for being part of my team. I really appreciate you. You make doing this a lot more fun because I get to share stuff with my team that I don't get to share with you guys. That's just kind of the way it goes. So I would love to have anybody join me. But if you do, wait and do it next month. You can do it now, but I'd wait. Actually, you should do it now, because next month when you do the celebration thing, you don't get the same freebies when you buy a starter kit. You have to buy a starter kit to do that. So yeah, maybe now is a good time. You can buy the starter kit now, join me, and then next month you can do a whole bunch of stuff with your discount and getting celebration and all too. This month we've been getting to buy stuff early, because since you're a demonstrator, you get to see it all and buy it all early. All right, so today my board is all messed up. So when I flip this camera down and you see what I have got, I've got a big mess because I've been playing on here. I really wasn't thinking about doing any of my own work right at the moment. I was just playing and having fun with our willow tree. So this is all last week's stuff up here. I'll just leave it up here. Here you go, $25 or more, and you get free cards. It's true. With every order, I send out a whole lot of freebies with it, and depending on the size of your order, the more freebies you get. So there you go. Now, I do also want to show you some paper that we have. There are some very fun holiday papers. This one is called Santa Express, and I've just started working on it. And this is one of the sheets that's on it that I really like, because, boy, look at that. You can do one of your slim, skinny cards super, super easy with this. And the back side is nice. There are some Santas. There's a fa la 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 on the back of that Santa. There's a gift wrap and that. This is the other Santa sheet. They are very multicultural this year, which just means nothing. I guess if you want one race, then you're going to have to buy a lot of DSP to get it, because there's like 3 representations here. So there are 2 sheets for every one, but we'll see how well that goes. And then there is this sheet that's just your little Christmas train runabout and a lot of more ho-ho-hos. It's really cute paper. It's got great colors, and then this one too, really pretty. So I am enjoying it. It's just making me work a little harder for it, because I don't have a whole lot of multicultural friends right now that I am sending holiday Christmas greetings to. It's easier for me to send those things in other cards. Christmas, not so much. We used to have, you know, I think actually you'd think where I live right now in Missouri, I would have more friends of other people groups, and I just don't. So there you go. All right, this is that chic paper. This is the texture chic. You have got to get this paper. If I have not shown it to you yet, this is something else, so don't even get excited about that. That's actually the foil that's coming up. That's really cool. But this textured chic paper, oh man, it has these snowflakes on it, and it's so pretty. Look at this. I have just been going nuts with this paper. It's gorgeous. I've almost used it up, so I had to order more. Oh, look at that. That one's probably one of my all-time favorites. It's kind of a more subtle one, but it has those shells on the back. Oh, and then this is the first favorite, and the polka dot's the second favorite. All right, so Seasons of Chic. Texture Chic is the name of the DSP, but it goes with the stamp set. Oops, Seasons of Chic. And you're going to like that. All right, Willow Tree. That's what we're doing today. I'm not going to fool around anymore. Let's get going on it. I feel pretty energetic today because I have already gone and done my workout. I had a really nice bike ride. I can actually ride up my hill. We have a really giant hill outside, just up the street from us. I go up the hill part way, but when I go to the park at the top of that hill, I go way down a pretty big hill, which is lovely on the way when I'm going. I'm gonna just do 5.5 by 4 1/4 just to get us started here, and then I'll sponge a nice little background on the back. And since this is a tree, I don't really want a whole lot of blue behind this one. I'm gonna do more of a yellowish sky on this. All right, and so that hill is really nice going. I wonder if my community standards thing is messing things up here. This is what I do every week, is check that, but I think we're good. So I go blasting down that hill, just knowing full well it's not going to feel quite as good coming back up. But I've been working on it, and I'm getting better, and now I can get up it pretty well without. I do stop and rest halfway up. All right, this is Mango Melody, right? Let's look. Mango Melody. They change the names all the time. If you are ordering, just so that you know, here's who I am. Here's the host code right there. So use that. If you use the host code and sign in with your name. Oh, let's keep it as a horizontal card. I was about to turn it vertical there, but we're going to keep it as a horizontal. So let's start off the paper. We'll just I'm going to end up trimming this down, but we're going to just put in a bunch of yellow. Okay, doesn't matter if I go into the ground some, because we are going to be putting some green down there anyway. So you can see that was a very slapdash. You don't have to work hard at these backgrounds. They are real easy to do. Here's Starry Sky. That's a really dark blue. So I'm going to take this yellow brush and just stick it up here on the side, and I'll wash it later. Now I've got to find one of my blues. They're all blue. I tend to use a lot of blue. So, although I do wash these out afterwards, I tend to keep grabbing you know, instead of just having one blue, I've got like a bunch of blues. All right, so we're gonna, this is Starry Sky, but boy, that kind of looks purpley up there, doesn't it? Just a little bit. All right, there we go. So I don't want it to get too dark because I do want to put my green in on top here. So we do want some green to show. So I got to be a little careful there. But there's some blue, okay, right up at the top. You know, if I was going to do a sunrise or a sunset, I'd probably want to do it less up here and get some in the middle there. But we're just going to go with a kind of a yellowy background and not worrying about the fact that the sky is probably more blue than yellow. I just don't want a lot of blue behind my green leaves. Let's see. We do want to put some green ground in. So let's grab something bright and shiny. Granny apple greens, a really bright green. Let's see if I can find a green brush. I've got everything else, but there we go. There's a little bit of green there, so we'll do that. And that's going on the bottom. Okay, not a lot, just a little. All right, I'm putting a little more on that one side and down below because that's probably where the shading of my tree is going to end up. All right, there we go. Very, very fast. So with our willow tree, there's lots of dyes in here. This one makes a very nice leafy, I've been using it with our Wisteria Wonders, and it looks really beautiful with our Wisteria Wishes, not Wonders, Wisteria Wishes dyes. There are these really big, there's two of them actually. There's that one and that one. So these layer on together, and they go on top of this vine really nicely. You just cut out one. There is this vine that comes with Wisteria Wishes, and it is more wisteria-like, and it has some detailing in these leaves that these don't. So you want to cut one of these out for sure, but this actually makes a much nicer background. You know, for wisteria, there's a lot of leaves in a wisteria vine. If you see a big one that's flowering somewhere, there's lots and lots of leaves, and they're very similar to this. They are a vine, and they dangle, and they twine, and so it's just easier to cut this background out, layer 2 or 3 of these on here, and then have one of these, because when you cut this out, you're going to want to cut it out of green and then color your brownish stalk here, because it is a brown. Yeah, it kind of tends to be a green at first, but then it browns up depending on how thick that vine branch is. You can lay that on top, and then you've got your dangly thing. Now, I'm not going to show you because I actually have that in a newsletter coming out in a few weeks. I've done one, and it's really cute, and I want to encourage you to sign up for my newsletter if you want to see it. There's also all these stamps. There aren't any sentiments. They're cute little 2 bunnies. They're so cute. And there's a little green sprig of grass. And I was looking for that and couldn't find it because I forgot it was in this set. But these leaves stamp up so nice. I haven't even used the trunk die yet because I haven't found that I needed to. We'll find out today if I need to. Normally, I stamp right on white, and then you know, then I do my background around it. This time, I'm going to go ahead and do that first, and then we're going to stamp this tree trunk on, and we'll see if it works. I think it's going to, because I'll be using a fairly dark, I think I'll use espresso. I've been using crumb cake, but I think we'll use early espresso this time, just to make sure that it's nice and dark on here, okay? All right, boy. Today that pool at our workout place, after I was done working out, looked very inviting, but there were quite a few people in there. Thankfully, there weren't very many people on the path. Now, do you see this big mess I've made here? I've been having a hard time lately making a big mess on the side with my I've been rocking my blocks. You're rocking your block. That sounds like an insult, but when I do that, it just makes a big mess, and it's frustrating because I've probably gone to a lot of work to do something, and then all of a sudden I realize, well, man, you rocked that block, and now you've got a big mess in the corner. So I cleaned it just to be on the safe side so that I wouldn't have that. This has a lot of grooves in it, so you do have to clean it pretty well. There we go. Isn't that pretty? I love a willow tree. Ooh, willow trees grow really nice around here because there's so much moisture. The strong rains that you get here, oh boy, just really get lots of nice growth on a tree. Now there's this one. I haven't used this one yet because I've been quite satisfied with just this. But this can go in the front and create a really nice, more layered cascading effect. Maybe I'll give it a try. I haven't even tried it because I've liked just this all on its own with our tree so far. So we'll see. Let's see. We're going to do soft succulent. It's probably one of my favorite greens right now. It's going to not be my favorite in the future, I'm sure, but it is for now. It's one of the nice things about getting new colors every year from Stampin' Up. They will give us a new in-color grouping, you know, with this new catalog, and I hope that you like it, or with the last catalog. Did we get new ones already? Like, hey, did we already get new ones? And I thought, yeah, we have new ones. You guys probably don't even know about, do we? Or did they already come out? I don't know. I'm in summer mode. I'm only paying half attention. Now you can see where the branches are supposed to go. So I'm going to put you down a little closer. So hopefully that you can see this. Okay. I am going to try to position my branches right in there. Now if I do, the top ones are going to go on top here. All right, now can you see that? You can see right through there your, it's really pretty easy to place. So you can see where the branches are coming through, and then you're just getting your leaves in between there. It's an easy one to do. Isn't that beautiful? I think it's gorgeous, and that's why I have not wanted to put this one on top. It's like I want to see all of that. It's really beautiful, but you could put it in here. In fact, you could do a couple. You could do one there, and you could do one there, you know. You could do one all over the place. Let's do one on the side just for fun, and then we'll play with it and see if we like it. I'm a plant fiend. I love plants, and since we have moved and I don't have my own garden, I do go down to the Nathaniel Green Botanical Garden almost every day and check out the plants that I do really like, see how they're doing. They're always taking wonderful care of them. In fact, better care than I could have ever taken care of plants. They are down there working their fingers to the bone, so I always tell them thank you, because it is really nice to not have to be doing it myself and to get to enjoy it all. But right now I am watering my neighbor's plants. Let's do 2 of these, and that way I'll have enough to play with if we decide to use them at all. Okay, and she has some really nice. In fact, one of the plants that grows here that we did not have, I had to pay a good amount. I had one. And it did pretty good, because by the time I bought it, I knew where to put it, because in the desert, it would not have done well at all if I hadn't already known where to put it. Now, these all have dies, so I could cut that out, and I could cut that out. We'll go ahead and grab this, and we'll cut. We're going to cut these out, okay? But, they're Solomon seal. Do you know what Solomon seal is? It's a beautiful little draping plant. It's a little perennial, grows about 2.5 feet high, depending on how much shade, water, and nutrients you're giving it, and whether it likes the soil that it's in. Apparently, it really likes the soil here in Missouri, because I see a lot of them, and they're growing in not ideal conditions, not ideal, and growing quite nicely. So that's kind of exciting. If I ever decide, we do have one nice big tree in the back giving some nice shade. So if I ever decide to do perennials of any kind, which right now I am strongly resisting that urge, they require work. Perennials require pruning, fertilizing, watering, and the occasional weeding around them. So trying to avoid having any of those tasks to do on a daily basis. All right, there we go. And, oh, the little bunnies can be cut out. Now, if you're going to do them in dark ink, you probably don't. I haven't even used those guys because I don't think I'm going to even need to. Uh-oh, where did I put my... There it is. Okay, there we go. Right there. Now, I think that if we put this on here, as you can see, I would have to sponge my yellow on there, or it's just not even going to... It's not going to look good. And it... You know, the layering effect is nice. So let's take out our yellow. And we'll just put some of that on there. Okay, that's one. Let's see if I have enough yellow ink, because I'm not going to ink that brush up again. Because I don't really think I'm even going to use these. I'm just doing it to kind of show you what you can do if you want to. All right, so there you go. See how nice that does look nice, sorta. I was thinking maybe right in the middle, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, no, maybe not. You might want to layer it like that. Then you can have your layers. It is pretty, but I like the willow tree itself. Maybe other people are going to think, I don't think that looks very good. But I actually am really liking just that look all on its own. All right. It would make a good Halloween tree too, wouldn't it? It'd be kind of spooky. Since it's a photopolymer, you could make these branches wiggle in kind of spooky ways. All right. We have since I've been watering, this is the shadow underneath your tree. Okay, so that's what that is. And I did granny apple green, so we probably better stick with that color. Where are you? There you are. Our neighbors have a really nice greenway behind them. Beautiful, in fact. I'm going to do it this direction. Make sure it's strong enough. That's looking, no, that's good. It's pixelated, so it's not going to be too dark of a shadow effect for you. And you could make it a nice little pool too. This would make a really good green pool of water under there, I think. Now, I do have a very dark line, so we're gonna have to put some grass there because I just have way too much ink on the edge, that's all. I probably have recently inked up that ink pad, and that's how that happened. But in the green space behind the house, it is beautiful because they've taken good care of it, and there's lots and lots of grass, and trees, and they mow it nice. And they have a little wildflower meadow, which is really nice too. Let's do soft succulent. And that little grass sprig. Let's just take that off. I keep putting it on and taking it off. This little grass sprig is the perfect size. Kind of conceal the fact. Maybe I'm going to need my... Now, you can do shadow effect with little grass sprigs, and that always looks good. But what I'm going to end up having to do, I am going to have to use some granny apple green too, just because I kind of made a big mess there. Normally I wouldn't be needing to add this much grass, but I kind of made a little mess with my ink pad. Okay, let's do a few right there around the tree. just on that side. You know how grass always grows so thick in the shade? Always does. All right, now we've got a little Granny Apple Green. We're going to put some bunnies in there. They need some grass to nibble. They love to nibble grass. There was a big, when I was riding my bike, there was a pretty good-sized jackrabbit on the path. Oh boy, he got off fast as I pedaled through. And there was a little mom with her stroller and a little boy. One of her kids was old enough to be riding a little trike. He was cute. Fortunately, I came across them in an area where I saw them quick enough and didn't have any accidents, because the path is right at the very beginning of it. It's easy to not see people on the path coming up, you know. It can be kind of scary. All right. So I was so grateful. I actually saw them as I was approaching the wooded area, because the leaves from the trees, the tree branches, they grow right down into the path a lot, and you can't, it's beautiful to ride through, but you do have to be careful or you'll have an accident. All right, here's this little bunny. We're going to do him with our, just because I don't want to take the time to cut him out. Today I'm going to go really short. Jeff is substitute teaching, and he will be home for too awfully long. Look at that little bunny. Isn't he cute? Now we're going to add some eyes to him. And we're going to make his little tail white. So you've got one facing that way, and you've got one facing the other way. Get all the extra ink off my block. And this little guy, we'll put him right here. Oh, so cute. We could do a whole little family of bunnies. They're very sweet. Now you do get a couple of extra nice little leaves if you wanted to add leaves anywhere. If you want them sticking up, you know, so that it's not looking, but I actually really like these trees that dangle down like this. There's you could turn this into any kind of a weeping tree. It's a willow. It's supposed to be a weeping willow, but you know, weeping trees all tend to kind of look the same. There's cherries. They don't really weep quite the same, but you could still make it do. But I do think the nicest thing to do with this tree, if you're going to want to make it a flowering tree, is to use your Wisteria Wishes. And you've got this one right here. That's a single. Okay, so you can use the 3, but I did that and it was a little harder to do. So if you just use your Wisteria Wishes, grab the right size block. And you're just going to do, you can see what I've got going there, just that tip. And I'm going to use Gorgeous Grape just because, let's see, now let's use blue. Let's do something really daring and do a blue. Well, let's see, we're going to want to use a retired blue. Let's do our Seaside Spray. This is one that retired 2 years ago. This is one of my favorite blues. I won't be giving that one up. And I haven't done a blue one yet, so let's have a gander at what this is going to look like. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to even see that. Let's try it on the... Can't see it. Got to go with something darker. That's too bad, because that's actually the color I wanted. But we're going to go ahead, and since we're kind of abandoning blue, then we're going to just go with Orchid Oasis. And what I'm going to do, since this branch is kind of going like that, I am going to try to ink it on an angle. Now, because I did that, of course, I made a big mess in the corner because I was kind of rocking again that block to get that angle going. That way I will get that angle on the branch, which is what I want. Kind of want it to be at an angle. can have it be at an angle either direction, up or down. You can just go straight across. It does make it easier, but it's going to kind of float weirdly on your branch unless it's right there at the crest. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and try it again. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to turn it however you want to turn it. That way you're getting your ink at an angle, you see. And then I can do it on this one right there, and that way it's like resting right on my branch. Now, if I don't rock, even though I had a big mess there, as long as I'm real careful about not rocking my block again, it'll be fine. Unfortunately, I oftentimes do rock it, so, you know, I try not to make a big mess, but I'm doing it on almost every pass. It's hard not to when you're, you know, not just going straight down. It's just hard not to do it. See, I did it again. I even was trying hard not to. This is how I get ink all over my hands. All right, let's do one more here. Let's clean this good because I'm afraid I'm starting to get a big mess on the side. And now I'm going to just go straight on because I'm going to try to go a little faster here. Where do I have room? I don't have a lot of room, and I really do need that angle on there as well for that one. There's no room on that one. Okay, we're gonna go at a different angle. I'll have to clean it to do that. I can't get it to be too terribly long, you know. This is a very large wisteria stamp. So, oops, wrong side. Like so. Okay. Now we're going to want to go on this side. Okay. That one's not going to work. I need a lot less of it here. Like a lot less. Okay, I'm going to go straight on because I'm doing so little up here that I think I can do that. All right, I think that's good. I just wanted to show you how to make this a nice wisteria, or hey, we could have done yellow. You know those golden chain trees? Those are really pretty, and you could have made that golden chain tree. Those are gorgeous. We have a tree that is not a golden chain, but it reminds me of it, growing on our Golden Avenue up near our house, and it's got, I don't know, yellowish leaves. They're actually leaves, but they might be flowers. It's in somebody's yard. I can't really just stop and go look at it like I probably would like to see what it is, but it is absolutely beautiful. Today when I was on the path looking at people as they passed by, thankfully everybody was in a really nice mood. I don't know what happened to people last time I was there. A lot of people were really cranky. So it was nice that everybody was in a good mood. Okay, there's their cute little, oops, that's the wrong side, isn't it? Which side do I see? No, this is the right side. We're gonna put a little pink in there. And the one I can see, the pink. We're gonna give him a cute little white cottontail tail. This is just a white gel pen. This is number 8. But number 10 oftentimes works better. I just happen to only have a number 8 at the moment. If you want to put any little, lighter color on him just to lighten him up where the sun would be hitting his back, you can. It's not really necessary. As you can see, it might even just mess it up. That's a technique you can do on anything. And if you have a little flub, there's a little flub. We'll cover it up. Just little flub. I don't really want it, so we'll get rid of it. Little flub. If you want any sun hitting the leaves, you can just do a little highlight. Might be nice. They have them nicely in the trunk, but it might be not bad to put it on the branch as well, especially up here at the top. Since I didn't cover them, you know, doesn't look too bad. Maybe a little bit there. We'll just dot it a little bit there. Definitely here. And there. Now that I'm going to rub out because I don't want it to be too obvious there. Okay, very good. So that is that. Now all I need is the sentiment. And then this little card is pretty much done. You could put a little, if you made his eye a little bigger, you could probably put, you know, some kind of dark spot, but I'd be careful because it's so very, I'm having to use a gel pen here for pink because if I use, the gel pen can get on your marker and ruin it, so I don't want to do that. I'll just use another gel pen there. All right, now the sentiment. I'm gonna get a tag out. We'll see if I even want to put a tag on it. A lot of times with a sponged background, I just like to stamp right on there instead of dragging out a tag, but I'm not sure if I've got any really super skinny ones. You want a really skinny one. You could put it in the middle. That would look fine too. I like the tree. I hate to cover it up. Here, how about a vanilla? I think I've got the right size of a very vanilla in here. Right like that. Do we want it there? Do we want it down here? No, I don't want it down there. So we're going to put it up there. And we've got hang in there, which is cute, even when you don't understand. I've used that one a lot. So I just don't want to use it anymore. I'm tired of it now. I've used it a bunch. And I happen to have a whole bunch of Bible verse stamps, so I've been getting those out. And I think I am going to use that one again for this one. This one is an old Stampin' Up! One. I have no idea what set it came with. Beauty is God's Handwriting. It's a Ralph Waldo Emerson saying. So I'm going to use that. And I'm going to just go ahead and use our Orchid Oasis stamp pad because it's out and about. I got it a little low on the tag, but other than that, since it's on a wood block, I'm actually pretty impressed that I was able to get it as good as that. Isn't that cute? All right. I'm not going to raise this at all. We're going to just glue it right on that card. Oops. There we go. I am going to still trim it a tiny bit, so let's not get it too close to the top. Let's try to even it out a little, though. Looks like my tree's on there, just a little crooked. Good, that's pretty straight. All right, very good. And then let's trim it. Then I can mount it on a card, and we're all done for today. Boy, this was a quick go. I don't have any room down there where those bunnies are. They're like right at the bottom. I'm going to want to take some off of both sides because, you know, wherever your sponge hits the paper is where it leaves a dark edge. So you want to get that off. Let's move that out of the way. I don't know if I have any Orchid Oasis in here. Let's see if I do. I might. If I don't, I'll grab a piece and cut it out. But I just need... I do have some. Oh, good. I've got a bunch, in fact. fact, I have one that's pretty close to the size I need. It's even a little large. There you go. I wonder if it's straight. It looks slightly crooked. Let's square it up. That looks slightly crooked. Maybe not. Maybe. Let's look at that side. I don't know. It looks slightly crooked to me. I don't know if my cutting board, sometimes this track gets a little misshapen. Something's looking crooked to me. Maybe it's just my eyes. Maybe I'm getting crooked. Or maybe it's that little splotch on the side that's kind of throwing me off. I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and trim here. I haven't glued it on yet. I'm just kind of seeing where I want to cut. And then cutting. That way, when I glue it on, it's going to be hopefully right in the center. It'll be a little easier for you to see that way. This is a nice, calm card. And yes, bunnies makes me think of spring. I don't know if this was supposed to be an Easter set, but I didn't use it at all this year for Easter, so I'm just getting to it. Dope. Over a little bit more there. Okay. There we go. All right, let's take a bit of white cardstock that's already been cut, and we will stick this on here, and we are good to go. So I hope you enjoyed your time with me. I mean, it was very brief, and I'm not sure if anybody was on with me today. I did get on a little late. That is one thing. But in the summer, everybody has stuff to do. Once the kids are out from school, it's just it's a hit and a miss. I totally understand. It's just the way it goes. All right, I've got just a tiny bit of white on the side. I'm going to have to trim. I think my edge is too big on the back side here. I might have to do a little trimming there too. Or give it to a forgiving friend who won't object to the fact that it's an overbite. Right? Oh, thank you, Chris. Yay, I'm glad I'm not all by myself. I thought maybe I was. Oh, my phone actually worked. It's not been flipping nicely, so today it flipped really well. Thank you, phone. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I feel like I'm like way in there we go. You're a giant way up there. All right. I do think I've got everything covered already as far as, again, for shipping tomorrow. Don't forget that. And the new catalog coming out in 2 weeks. You get to see all kinds of really cool things. You're going to love it. And what else is going on? I don't know. Just all the usual stuff. Thank you for watching. Have a great week. I said that already, and I will see you next week. Bye.